Man, oh man, oh man, did Christmas come early, man. Welcome back to Just the Facts, y'all. My name is Jimmy, and I'm going to talk about Russell Westbrook's debut with the Washington Wizards and that whole game and everything. But first and foremost, I just want to say, man, it feels so great to have the NBA back. I know it's only been 70-something days, but, I mean, Christmas came early for us. Like, every team is playing on right now. Every team that haven't played yesterday, obviously, but got a good game with Milwaukee and Boston right here on my TV. But I want to talk about Russ and the Wizards and his debut. Looks like the Russ we all know and love. Well, at least some of us, right? 21 points, 15 assists, 11 rebounds. Triple-double Russ. He had that triple-double within 3 quarters. So that was great to see. With Russ, he creates so many open looks, and I know the Sixers ended up pulling out the victory, and it was a disappointing way to end the game, but there's a lot of good signs the Wizards can take away from this game. Russ creates so many opportunities for Beal, makes the game so much easier for him. Bradley Beal's going to have one of his most efficient years, and he was already a pretty efficient scorer. He's just going to make everything easier for everyone. Danny, Rory when he comes back. He's making everything easier for Thomas Bryant and Davis Bertans, getting him some open looks, right? Russ, with his pace and space, the Wizards are going to be a top offensive team in the league this year. Off the top of my head, I'll say top 7, top 6 offensive team in the league this year. Russ might lead the league in assists this year. Bradley Beal might be top 5 in points per game this year, right? This is going to be one of the better offenses, but one of the worst defenses. I'll get to that in a second. Bradley Beal is he's an overall great offensive player. Not just scoring the ball. Like, his IQ for the game offensively is out of this world. He makes some really, really nice passes. Gets to his spots, man. He's just a great player to watch, man. He reminds me, I want to compare players, but he's like a shorter version of Paul George, but I think Bradley Beal is an even better scorer than what Paul George is. Their games are so smooth and it's so effortless at times. But the Wizards overall have a lot of good offensive pieces. Bertans obviously is a sniper. He went 4 of 6 today. Rui obviously is going to be back and healthy in 3 weeks or so, so I can't wait to see him. Danny had an okay game for a rookie. What is he? Had 7 points, 4 rebounds, hit a couple threes. Westbrook's pretty aggressive, made a couple nice passes. That's one thing I really saw in Danny that I really liked. Ish Smith also brings some nice pace and space. Although he's not a shooter, I wish Ish Smith could shoot. That would make him so good because he knows how to penetrate and find open guys. He's so good at that and playing in an open court. So overall, offensively, we were really good. Defensively, we weren't that good. Philadelphia, I'll give them some credit. I know this is a Wizards video pretty much, but Philly did some nice things that I could make a video on. Philly did some nice things with Doc Rivers, first-time head coach. They did some really good things with Ben Simmons, putting him in the dunker spot, posting him up, and different things that, Brett Brown wasn't able to do with Ben Simmons. And, the Sixers just looked better, a little bit better. Tobias Harris still isn't good, but back to the Wizards now. The defense is going to suffer, man. And one thing I noticed watching this game is that there's going to be a lot of pressure on Thomas Bryant to make this defense look better than it is, because Russ, although, he can lock in at times, he's a pretty good on-ball defender. Off the ball, he's not a good defender. Allowed Simmons to sneak back door in that dunker spot and get an easy layup in crunch time. And Russ had a defensive breakdown another time in that game. And Beal's an okay defender. Beal played pretty good defense today. I will say that. But overall, as a team, Danny's not a defender. Bertans is not a defender. Bonga is too skinny. Troy Brown has some nice potential defensively. I will say that. I think he needs to get more minutes as the season progresses. Troy Brown, as long as he can hit threes, he needs to be on the court more, because I think he has a lot of potential defensively, man. He's long, he's athletic. He can move laterally, can stay in front of guys. All he needs is the IQ and, just be able to catch and shoot open threes. Russ is going to create those opportunities for a guy like Troy Brown. So he's going to need to be able to hit those shots. And I hope Scott Brooks realizes that potential and gives him more minutes But Thomas Bryant, there's so much pressure on him, and he's not even that great of a defender. He's undersized. He's like 6'9". A lot of pressure is going to be on him. You know, the perimeter is not going to hold up as much, and with a guy that's scary. You know, Embiid did his thing. Thomas Bryant will still be starting. He's a six man at best. Thomas Bryant, he's a nice player. He couldn't finish some plays Russ and Beal gave to him, which was kind of frustrating. But I think he's a six-man type of player. Hopefully the Wizards figure this out and they try to go out and get a more dynamic big offensively, and at least a taller big. Like Thomas Bryant is too small, and defensively, hopefully we can go out and get another big that can hold down the fort more than Thomas Bryant could. But there's a lot of good things, man. I don't think I will ever want to see the Russell Westbrook, Ish Smith, Raul Neto lineup again, because that didn't work. It worked in preseason. I mean, preseason against the Detroit Pistons. Of course it's going to work. Anything could work, right? But it didn't really work out tonight, and I don't really want to see that lineup again. I know, like, that can be one of the fastest lineups in the league with those three guards out there, but I just don't want to see that. Back to the offense, I saw a lot of nice off-ball movement from Bradley Beal, especially down the stretch. You saw that continuously every single play, and Russ was just willing to give up the ball. You know, Russ, you know, although he did not shoot too well, I will live with that. I will live with that because he creates so many open looks for other guys. He gets to his spot. He gets to his spots. He's going to make some shots. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get fouled, you know, and you just got to live with some of the ill-advised shots that he might take at times. You know, you got to be able to live with that. He's a great player. But with that being said, Wizards, I still, you know, obviously I'm not going to overreact over one game, but I still see him as a 6th, 7th, 8th seed in the Eastern Conference, unless they go out and get another star, or, you know, Danny turns into what a lot of people think he's going to turn into, which is a really, really good player in his rookie season. We'll see, man, but I'm going to go back to watching these NBA games. I'll catch y'all later. Bucks, Celtics, 115 with 2 minutes left. Tatum has not been playing too well. I think he needs to cut his hair again. But this is Jimmy from Just Fast, and I'm signing out. Peace.